Be my second attempt recording this video. Forgot to have my microphone on. It's been a while. So, what we're going to be doing today is a brand new project of SGK, Steam Advanced Sessions, and Dedicated server. I'm not going to get into too much detail on it because I honestly don't know too much about it. I just know how I set it up and it works. Now, there's two YouTube channels in the link down below that will link you over to people that actually know what they're doing. This is just a quick, fast blow through. This is how it works for me. You're going to need a few things. Advanced Steam Sessions. You're going to need the engine for the dedicated server. There's links in the description. And you're going to need a couple other files. I'm going to put a download link that will have a Steam or Advanced Sessions in it already. All you gotta do is unpack it. And then you'll have these files here. You have to unpack this one too. There we go. So, after you've downloaded the engine here, you gotta unpack it. They'll open up with a file that will have start. You'll click on start. It's gonna do a long download. It'll probably take you half an hour to an hour to download. After you've done that, you'll hit generate project files. That will pop up with this here. So we'll open up Visual Studio. We'll make sure development editor, Win64, we'll go over here, click, build. Little green box down here will pop up. They'll build for, it all depends on your computer at the end of the day. After you've done that, exit out. Okay. Next thing we'll need is a brand new fresh project. And after you start off with a fresh project, if it works, then you can move it to your project with whatever modifications you have to it. But at least then you have a fresh start to keep referencing back to. Like I said, check the link below. There's going to be a few different links down there. Actually, there's going to be a butt ton. The main two are the two to the YouTube channels that will have a lot more information on this, and that will help out. Now, brand new project. We're going to go over to files, and we're going to make it into C++ class. Next. Continue. Okay, so that's done. As soon as we can, we'll just exit right out of it because we don't need to be in here. Exit. Right click, go, show and explore, just so you know where your file is. Exit out of this. So, we're going to go back to the very beginning, right here. we got your source. Now here's where the download comes in that I sent. Grab the one file, bring it over, drop it. Now whatever your game name is, you gotta name it here. And then there's 3 spots. Right here. Change it there. Then add it here. Then save, get out. Okay, after you've done that, go back. Go into your config file, just drag it over, change that before I upload it. Is just right here. This is what we're adding. I have this in the link down below. You can copy it, paste it in here. You're good to go. Yeah, I'll just save that. Okay, now we need the plugin. Drag it in, drop it right here. What we're gonna do is right click, switch the version over to, this is your dedicated server build. Right here we're switching it over to there. Click OK. Now we're going to click on it again. Yes. Now what I want to do is to make sure that the plugins are there. If you don't have these, then you did something wrong. Go back, do it again. But these need to be checked and enabled. You're good. Right down here there'll be an update button. Update it. There we go. Now we gotta go to blueprints, character, SGK game mode. Go in here. We'll pop that a little bit bigger. Now right here is where the character saves. Now what we're gonna do is add in this little chunk of code here. I have my project above, so I'm just gonna copy and paste. We're gonna attach those right here. So now when your Steam person connects to your server, it'll grab their information and that'll be where they save from. Next we got to go over to begin play. Stretch that out, copy this information here. Zoom in a little bit so you can see where I'm connecting. Okay, there we go. I'm going to say this a few times, all these need to match up. The key name, and so on and so forth. They all need to match up. If they don't, it's not going to work. Now we need to go to server browser. Nope. Jeez. Server browser. Go over. Gotta go to button. Right there is where we're gonna add this in. Pull that up a bit. Land here. There we go. Connect us here. make sure to compile and save. Now we're going to go over to host. We'll start off with host load. And just connect up everything how I do it. Okay, now we're going to go over to host new. Sorry, connected this one up wrong. Should be just like that. And then host new. I mixed them up. Oh no, sorry, I went back to... Okay, here we go. Okay, so that is all 4 tabs. You can see where everything's located. I'll zoom out a bit so you can see. Okay, so after you've done all those, make sure you compile them all. We are going to go down to packaging. We'll have 2 options here. This is your game. This is the server for it. We're going to click on the server. We're going to go back down. We're going to build it for Windows. We'll put it here. And it will start building. So, the next thing that you got to do, and this is one of the issues that people are having it not show up, is Windows Firewall. Oh. Sorry. Go into Windows Firewall, go to Advanced Settings. Now when you're here, you gotta right click, add new role, port, okay, my computer's acting a little bit weird. I'm sorry, port, then over. Now you gotta do 2 different ports here. You gotta do 777, 4 sevens. I'll pull up here. Sorry, just give me a... Oh, actually, sorry. It's actually not on this computer where I have it ported. Let me just drag over to... This is my server. You have to port Steam. And that is 27015. And I do it for UDP and TCP. So you have to add a role for all 4 of these. And this will allow it to go through your firewall. Now you still have to port forward through your router. That is a bunch of steps that you gotta do. It all depends on what router you're using or who you're with. So I won't be getting into that. But if you don't port those through, Windows Firewall, like I said, just click, roll, go over, port, go 7777, click, next. Then I put it as game. There's one. You go back through. Port. Then we switch it right here. And 7777. Game 1. There we go. Just opened up 2 more for it. But I'm going to delete them because I don't need them. There you go. So now we just got to wait for the server to finish packing. This could take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. It all depends on your PC. I got a fairly decent one, so this should take only about 20 minutes at max. But then again, just to go back, after you've downloaded all the files, they'll pop up like this. You'll go through a full download. Then you'll generate your project files. And you open up UE4. Make sure it's development editor. Right click, build. We'll go through the build. Now if this doesn't work, just exit out, try it again, rebuilding. Sometimes you get an error, sometimes you don't. After you've done that, make sure you got the plugins, your server, information stuff, and right here. Now if you have a game with this Steam app ID, you add it right here. Yeah, it's pretty simple as soon as you do it once or twice. And then you just fly through it. Now you can leave me a comment in the bottom and I will try and help you as much as possible. But if you followed everything that I've done correctly, you will have no issues. Now this is on a fresh project. This is just downloaded. Everything's brand new. I'm not going to say if you have a already made project and you try this, it's going to work perfect, because you might have build issues and so on and so forth. It's just good to have a reference there that you can keep bouncing back to, just to quickly copy over and get everything in there. Make sure you got everything ticked how I have it, because it's working at the moment. Right here, you have to have presence off and is dedicated server checked. If you've watched the other videos that I've linked in the description, then you're going to know more about this. Only thing that you won't know about is the firewall. At least no one really says anything about it. we'll just sit here and watch it compile, and as soon as this is done, we will continue. Okay, we are finished. So, after we're finished, we'll go back to the location where we have our game. There's our server. Now what we're going to do is zip it. Actually, what we'll do first is go into it, make a copy, or a shortcut, sorry. Go into the properties of the shortcut. At the very end, do space / capital letters log enter. Okay, so now what we'll do, we will package it. Here's TeamViewer to my server computer. We will drag it onto there. Okay, why is it not... Alright, just froze up for a second. We'll unpile it. Go in. Click. And we'll click on our shortcut. We'll allow. There we go. It's made its server. Now to test this, what you can do is right click on, this is your game here. What you do is just right click, click launch. Takes a little bit. Multiplayer, and here it is right here. Now if you have your Steam app ID, you'll only see the one. Only reason I know it's this one is because I have it set up to be 198. So now if I click on it, I don't want my Steam information to show, so and it does take a couple seconds to load in. Just make sure nothing's on there. And there we go. I've joined. And that's honestly how easy it is. There's lots of tutorials that are a little bit harder, but they're in more detail. Understand that this is not going to give you the end game that you're looking for. This is just a quick, I'm posting something because I figured out how to do it fast. That's it. It works. If you have any questions, leave comments down below. I'll try and help. Join the SGK. Well, obviously you're going to be already on his Discord. Ask questions. Everyone's there is friendly. They like to help out. That's the tutorial. It's a quick way to launch your game without piling it. Just go launch. And I think I can show you that disconnected too. No, I can't. It shows my Steam ID. I don't want to show that, so yeah. And that's about it. Now what I don't know is, can I launch two at the same time? I wouldn't think so, but it's worth a shot. No, you can't launch two off the same Steam account. Thought I'd try, but nope, clicked on the wrong one. But yeah, it won't work. But if I was... Oh yeah, and one thing I didn't mention is you have to have Steam running wherever you have your server. You have to have a different Steam account. Even if you just make a random one just for this, that's fine. But you must have one. It always takes a few seconds so you can log in. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's in... Yeah, right here. Delay. You could probably shorten it, but obviously they have it there for a reason, so don't play with it. Sorry. Give it a couple seconds. There we go. Another thing is right now when you load in every single time, your character is going to end up back at the very beginning. Now what you can do is exit, save game, slot 1, save, done. And now your character, when you disconnect and go back in, wait for it to join. See, I'll go back to wherever you save. Now the other thing you can do is go into Showcase, go to the little save, and then right here, autosave, and this is in seconds. Yeah, I found 15 seconds. And then rebuild your server, and then it will start saving every 15 seconds. Now, every time you change anything to do with the map, or change your map, or add to your game, or do anything, you have to build a server. Every single time. You can always go back and just do the quick little launch for your game, but you always have to build a server. Hopefully this helped out. This is a quick video I just wanted to quickly toss out. I will be coming back to this with more detail. There's a few other things I want to do, like actually do this whole video in detail where it helps out everyone. But there's a couple different things I want to do, like get the server name to be able to, so you can change it, and yeah. This is my first tutorial video. Hopefully the next one's better. Ask questions. There's a bunch of links down below.